Larry Ridley. Welcome to the NFL on EA Sports. Two teams will need their quarterbacks to step up and lead their offenses on the gridiron today. It's the Cardinals going up against the Dolphins.
Thank you, Larry. It is a hot and humid afternoon as we get set for football in the southern part of the Sunshine State in Miami, Florida. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Arizona Cardinals and the Miami Dolphins. As he takes us up near the 25.
Well, if the coaching staff's doing a good job upstairs, they'll file away what they just saw from the defense right there. They sold out to stop that running play. I'd say keep that in mind. They want to try that again. Go play action and hit them over the top.
To throw. And an alley to run. And he'll slide down to avoid the tackle. Give him 15 yards on that one, and the Dolphins have a first down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the third one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
And to give this time to the tailback. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. So nothing there. I don't know that that's all in the back, though. You got to look at blocking there, don't you?
I would agree with that totally. At some point, they have to win at the point of attack. Instead, it was the defense getting it done again and holding them to no gain.
And some extras coming up on the line here, readying for the blitz.
Now let's go. Green 39. Green 39. Hot.
Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? So they got him coming up from his linebacker spot.
And sometimes the position designation really doesn't matter. If you creep up to the line of scrimmage, you just have to look for the football. Make sure it moves before you do.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. The Cards get to him here. He's brought down for a sack.
How about that? One of the so-called little guys putting the pressure on. That was the strong safety. When I was in college, we often called that a lightning blitz.
And on third down, a nickel formation here defensively.
Over! Blue 90! Blue 90! All right, now look at 56. Look at 56.
He'll look to throw. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
This defense not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. They came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
And he was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. This is taken at the 10. Bust through the tackle. Well, he wasn't too far from breaking that. Officially, give him 15. And the Cards will take over, 1st and 10. flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping. A free 5 yards as the defense jumps.
I know it's an anticipation game for them, but it's also a reaction game, and they reacted poorly on that one.
He'll drop to throw. Wide open receiver complete. And he's brought down after a good gain. A good pickup there of 20 yards.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
And that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves him back 5. So after the mistake by the offense, it cost him 5 yards, and now 1st and 15.
Let's go.
They'll set up a throw. Oh, he nearly picked it. Maybe daylight in front of him if he could have held on. Instead, 2nd down. We documented it last week. They played so well defensively. 4 interceptions. Tried to get their hands on another one there.
And when you've had 4 the previous week, you are just itching for more the very next week. And there was a great opportunity. It went by the wayside, but let's not underscore what's going on with this defensive unit. They are around the ball every time it's being put in the air.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Now we're going to get a stoppage here as we've got an injured Cardinal on the field. We'll get an update when we come back to Miami. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Charles Harris in there to drop him, and back-to-back sacks now bring up 4th and long. So on 4th down, on is the punter, Pat O'Donnell, to kick it away. This is away, and a very good kick, angled for the sidelines. That one sails out of bounds. The side judge will walk it off. And he says it went out of bounds at the 9-yard line. Nice punt. Out comes the Miami offensive unit now. They get set to take over. Well, they're going to have to go at least 50, 60 yards here if they want to ensure that they don't have to punt the ball like they did last time.
Yeah, so what you're saying is we're not playing to just get out of the shadow of your own goal line, right? You're playing to make sure the punter doesn't see the field again. So it's not picking up a couple of first downs. You want to pick up 5 or 6 first downs and make sure you move the ball into their territory.
Watch it now, Barney.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. And hello, he's going to be knocked backward as he'll be marked down. A good convergence there defensively, only a yard, and it's 2nd down. So what will they do? On the ground, through the air, let's see. 2nd and 9. Now they try the right side here. And now running right through him. And he'll be about a full yard shy of the 20 at the 19-yard line. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
An update from around the league as our first one comes from New Orleans. And it's an early lead there for the Saints.
Here we go.
And we'll keep an eye on that one as our game goes along here. They'll look to throw now on first down. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Craig. And they'll bring him down here up at about the 22-yard line. The completion good for 3, and it's second down. They'll drop to throw. And he will go down outside of the pocket for a sack. Tried to get away, but could not. An extra DB added here for the Cards on third.
Blitzer play coverage.
So a collective holding a breath here as the starter heads for the sideline. And now all eyes here on the backup as he takes under center. Defense really showing respect to the deep ball here, playing off the receivers. And this is going to be incomplete.
It's a great job by this secondary. When I watch them, they remind me of elite defenders on a basketball court, right? They want to contest each and every pass.
Great contest on third down to bring up fourth. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. And taken right on the 30. And he is out of bounds on the other side of midfield. Great blocking on the return. It springs him for 25. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. First carry now. This is Johnson. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs. He was solid last week, over 100 yards in their victory on the ground. They want to get that going again.
Absolutely. What they also understand is that from week to week, it's not necessarily the same, but they want it to be, right? What they saw last week on the ground, they want to see in this game as well.
They stay on the ground on first with Johnson. Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. Ready to go now in the second quarter. Brandon Gaudin, Charles Davis. It's the Cardinals in possession of the football. They've got it 2nd and 10 to start things out. He'll look to throw. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. An agile move and a nice gain, then dropped at the 25-yard line. Call it a pickup of 7, and just like that, it's third down. And we've got movement by one of the big boys up front for Arizona. Flag comes in. They got to get to the 23 here on third. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. Following the penalty, it's Johnson. Touchdown, Cardinals. David Johnson, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Cardinals are in for 6.
Brandon, my man, just one sentence for that one. clinic.
And that's what they've done. They lead the league in points per game this season, but it's been quick strikeability as we saw on that drive.
I think they're actually intimidating defenses because they're back on their heels right away, wondering where it's going to come from, how they're going to hit them. This group is well organized, well coached, and extremely confident in what they do.
And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line just across the 25. The Dolphins offense now heads back on the field. And this is their third drive. Maybe the focus right now not so much on points, but getting their first down.
And when you start off a game, you don't even think that's an issue, do you? But you go a drive, a second drive, no first down, that becomes an issue. Now you got to think about, okay, what type of play calling do I have to do to get us in a spot to pick that first one up?
On first down, it's Tannehill. Oh, that was dangerous. Threw it into coverage, almost picked, but instead they'll keep it on second down.
I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, it's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
Off play action, Tannehill. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Jarvis Landry, the intended receiver, third down here.
He kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
So a second down incompletion now brings up third down. Throwing on third down, Tannehill. And that's incomplete. I don't know, he had to be pretty quick with his fingers to start and stop after the ball hit the ground. I'm giving him some credit.
Well, I'm thinking about the mental focus, you know?
Yeah.
On the mental focus of the whole
that's
thing.
true.
Got to stay with it.
That's true. Here's Matt Bosher now as he's on to punt for Miami. He gets us away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines. And no return possible here as they angle this one out of bounds. Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
They go play action here on first down. He's going to fire one deep. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. Now, that's one they hate. The ball's got to come all the way back.
So that's an explosive play, a really explosive play that gets wiped out, and they have to start over after the penalty.
They'll look to throw. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. 20, 10, touchdown, Cardinals. A big play there, 84 yards. And the Cardinals are able to show off their quick strike ability. And, Charles, I had an offensive coordinator tell me one time that they design every play to score. I don't know how true that is, but he had to run a long way after that catch. Heck of a play.
I think that when he was telling you that, he was designing run after catch in every play. I mean, that's the only way to put it in there, and that's what we got on that one. Nice catch, an even better run for big yardage.
And the Dolphins getting set to go here. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. To throw on second down is Tannehill. And his throw is incomplete. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They've looked lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
The Dolphins on third down, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 4. Here's Tannehill. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains. Now they'll run it on the toss. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball. But when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
On 2nd down, here's Tannehill. Over the middle and into the hands of his receiver, Landry. And he'll get it out to midfield. They'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. Tannehill to Landry. Good for a Dolphin first down. Now a handoff looking right. And a big tackle there as the defender runs right through him. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. Good job there keeping him to a short gain. Of course, he's coming off a really terrific performance, reigning NFC Defensive Player of the Week.
And I know people get caught up in, well, if you're the reigning Defensive Player of the Week, you must have made a bunch of spectacular plays. Like you mixed in a few of those, but most of the plays are just like we saw there. Keep them to short gains, make the fundamental tackle.
Here's Tannehill now on 2nd down. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. And give him 3 on the screen. He couldn't break free, and it's 3rd down.
They completed the screen, but one of the things you worry about is can the quarterback get rid of the ball before he's actually tackled? So your offensive linemen have to hold up the rushers a little bit because you want to make sure you keep your guy's jersey clean throughout the game.
The Dolphins on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This will be 3rd and 6. Out of the gun, Tannehill. And that is incomplete.
Let's face it, if you want to get back into the game, these are the kind of throws you got to hit. He's wide open right there. Got to be able to get it to him, don't you think?
And those are the throws that haven't been available to them every time he's dropped a pass. Yeah, that's a big miss. On the NFL scoreboard, 2nd quarter in Nashville. And it's the Titans who are off to the early lead in that ball game. And we'll keep you abreast of how that one shakes out. And problems spreading to the punt team now. This one goes all the way into the end zone on the fly, so that'll come back to the 20. The Cardinal offense now making their way back out onto the field. And last time the formula was pretty simple. 1-play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, 1-play drive's exactly what you want on offense. What they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was really easy last time. They can't expect that going forward.
Yeah, we'll see if it's that easy here. They begin the drive with Johnson. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. And, Johnson dinged up a bit. Still down. Hopefully nothing serious. We'll get an update when we come back to Hard Rock Stadium. So here we go, 1st and 10 now.
Here we go now. Green, 39. Green.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. He'll find his man on the comeback route. Complete. Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack.
Sometimes I watch games and wonder why they use play fakes on certain passing situations because it's not going to fool anyone. I don't know if that was the case here, but the end result was the same. No one fooled. The quarterback was hit.
They're going to look to throw. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. Give him 6 on the screen, but now it's 3rd down. And on 3rd and 8, defensively, they're going to beef up the secondary. 6 defensive backs. They'll set up to throw. And he will find his big tight end over the middle. And he'll be marked down deep into Miami territory. An excellent pickup of 34 yards. They'll run with a former Tar Heel, T.J. Logan. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
We both know it's difficult, but they've made it look effortless out there. Through the air, on the ground, they've moved the ball with relative ease.
They run again with Logan. And he is in for 6. Touchdown, Cardinals. A great effort there. His first touchdown on the year. And the Cardinals now adding on to their lead. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This is fielded a couple yards deep. They'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line. The Dolphins offense now ready to go back out onto the field. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
And he's going to be taken down right at the line. It won't be a sack, but it's no gain, and it brings up 2nd down.
But there was pressure all around him, so the only play was to try and get out of there. I think it was an excellent effort by him just to get back to the line of scrimmage.
On the NFL scoreboard, 2nd quarter in Nashville. Early lead in that one for the Packers. I have a feeling that one's going to stay tight throughout. We'll continue to monitor. From the gun, here's Tannehill. Pressure comes, and the Cardinals bring him down.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been on constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. So after the sack of Tannehill, the Dolphins come up here on a 3rd and long. The final shot here before the break, Tannehill. And he's got his man. It's Darboh. So we have reached halftime with the visiting Cardinals out in front. As we send you up to Orlando, and with our EA Sports halftime report, here's Larry Ridley. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. So here's the Cardinals offense now as they get set to start this 3rd quarter. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down. Try a little trickery here on the end around. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short.
You know how we get focused at end of the half and into the game situations about how much time's on the board and, you know, what you need to do? Sometimes you don't even have to worry about that. That's just smart football. You know, that kind of a lead, staying in bounds, it burns clock, even in a situation that we're not really focused on it.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And boy, that one drops incomplete, but if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble. But one thing's for sure, they're still taking their shots downfield, even with a big lead.
Yeah, I think it's way too early to go into a shell, so I like what they're doing. Continue to take your shots. Continue to be aggressive. It's not their job to slow themselves down.
The Cardinals on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 2.
Let's go!
On the carry, it's Logan. And not going to be able to push this forward. He runs into a wall right at the line of scrimmage. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave him with a 4th down. Here's Pat O'Donnell now. On for his 2nd punt. He'd take a repeat of his first. And a bit of a mistake there. This is well into the end zone for a touchback. So here are the Dolphins now. They get ready for their first possession of the second half. They were able to get the stop defensively. Now a chance to turn that into points on the offensive end.
Can you imagine what the grease board looks like at the half? Because
no, tell me.
That's exactly what they printed up. Stop them on defense, get the ball back for our offense, and go downfield and score some points. Now, the last part remains to be seen, but they got the first part done very well.
Do people use grease boards, or you mean the magic marker boards?
Yeah, those two.
Tannehill throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And a big hit there as he runs into a brick wall. A Miami first down, that one going for a gain of 11.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
On first down, Tannehill. Looking for Landry, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Dayon Buchanan. And he will score. Touchdown, Cardinals. This D wanted to put it away before we even get to the fourth quarter, widening that margin a bit further.
And while they won't just empty the bench just yet, if you're a backup, start loosening up. I think you'll get a chance to play before this one is over now with that type of a cushion.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. The Dolphins offense now working their way back onto the field. They are right now just ice cold. I mean, they have struggled big time in this game, and they're getting blown out. How do they adjust?
So tough because we always talk about it being a team game, and you need all 11 working well together. But every now and then, partner, you need that one guy who can make a play against all odds that maybe can ignite things. And I think that's what they're looking for right now.
Yeah, you talk about going to your playmakers. They probably need to do it.
Find someone that you're used to touching the football that makes big plays and give them that opportunity to maybe wake up everyone else.
Offense in a good spot here, 2nd and 2. A shotgun snap for Tannehill. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Robert Kimdichie in there to drop him for his 5th sack of the year. So after the sack of Tannehill, the Dolphins come up here on a 3rd and long. Tannehill now to throw. And he's got his man. That's Landry. 30, the 20, 10, and all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Jarvis Landry, 83 yards. And the Dolphins are able to cut into this lead. And when a Hail Mary is completed for a touchdown pass like that, I think any defensive coordinator just puts their face right into their hands.
I don't think there's any doubt about it, and I don't have stats in front of me. I don't have the empirical numbers that say that in recent years the Hail Mary pass has been completed more than it has been, but it feels that way, doesn't it? And I know the defenses are spending more time on it. I think the biggest mistake they make is that they play everything from behind the receiver. I think they've got to start getting people in front as well to try and knock the ball away.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Throws right side, and that's complete. 23 yards on the play. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front, defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
So 2nd and medium, 2nd and 5 now.
Here we go. Green, 39.
On play action, they'll throw. And he finds a man on a crossing route. And that is what you call a hit stick. Put down to the ground hard, right around the 26. And a nice gain of 21 yards. So the offense has it 1st and 10. They'll run it here with Logan. And he'll be dropped at the 23 after a pickup of about 4.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
All right, here we go. Back 99 Philly, here we go.
This is Logan, and he's got 4 down inside the 20 to the 18.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice game like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
On the NFL scoreboard, they are in the 3rd now in New Orleans. Now, you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. We'll keep you updated on that one as it progresses. The Cardinals on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This time they face a 3rd and 2. Play clock down to 3, and we're going to get a timeout here. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. The Cardinals on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 2.
Detroit! Back 99 Philly, here we go.
They run with Logan, and he takes it down to the 13 and picks up the 1st. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive.
I don't know about you, but that almost felt like old-time football there. 3rd and 2 is not necessarily just a running down anymore. A lot of times they want to throw the ball. They went back to the roots and powered forward and got the 1st down.
On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. And that is caught. Touchdown, Cardinals. And Pointer, they found a gap there on the post pattern in the middle of the end zone.
And ordinarily, that's a tough spot to find because there's usually coverage to take away that portion of the field. But they found a gap, and they exploited it.
Back now in Miami. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. So now here come the Dolphins. And they're hoping to capture some of that magic they had last time out when they were able to put together a scoring drive. But they're still down here, Charles.
Not the major concern, though, because of what you talked about. They scored the last time out. They feel good about themselves. They feel like their game plan is now in effect. They know how to attack and what plays they want to put together. But they've got to keep it moving in the right direction because, as you did note, they are down on the score.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Buda Baker with a pick. And they will score. It's a pick 6 for the Cardinals touchdown. Make it back-to-back weeks now with a pick 6 for him. He had one a week ago.
Talk about being in the groove, and what are the odds of what we're seeing right here? You don't see it happen very often. Listen, if you get a pick 6 in a season, it's been a big year, let alone back-to-back weeks. I'll tell you this, I wouldn't play cards against this guy in the locker room.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. And out come the Dolphins now. And fresh off the pick 6, they've got to forget about that quickly.
In this case now, the guy throwing the ball, he's got to be like what we talk about with defensive backs who get beat for a long touchdown. Short-term memory, right back out there doing the things that he does best, and knowing that taking care of the ball is paramount. Here's his opportunity.
All comes back to those defensive backs for the former DB, right?
I don't know where that comes from. It just kind of emerges out of me for some reason.
It's deep in there, right? That one good for 13 and a Dolphin first down. On 1st and 10, Tannehill. To the right side, and he's got Landry complete. A Miami first down on the 14-yard pickup.
That looked like a pretty good route combination there because you've got to find a way to clear the guy running the drag, because when you do, you just put the ball on him and then let him run.
Yeah, he's got some space. Tannehill on first down. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out, incomplete. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden a secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
On 2nd and 10, Tannehill. Wide open receiver complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A really nice gain of 25 yards. So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels. Now a first down throw, Tannehill. Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18.
Doesn't matter whether it's a zone coverage or a man coverage, the drag route can be effective when it's run well.
Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's first, and that is caught. Touchdown, Miami. Well, he's in the MVP race, no doubt. Last year, Zeke finishing third. Fournette trying to better that.
Love his body control. Love how he's physical yet fluid when he runs his routes. And that's why he finds himself open so often.
Picking up where he left off in that great performance a week ago. Again, Tannehill. And that is out of the back of the end zone, incomplete. Protection was great. He had time to set up a campsite. But in the secondary, though, they were ready.
And I think that in most places on the field, if you have that much time to throw the ball, someone's going to shake free and you'll find an open receiver. But condensed near the goal line on a two-point conversion, all that extra, there's not any extra field. So it kind of closes in on them, and that allows you to cover a little bit better.
Looks like the defense in press coverage here. On first down, it's Tannehill. Looking left side, that's caught by Landry. Give him 12 yards there, and the Dolphins have a first down. First down and 10 now for the offensive group. Now they try the right side here. They showed off a nice juke of the defender before the next wave could bring him down. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3. See if they stay on the ground for second down. To throw is Tannehill. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. So he can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Right, you know a coach said that, right?
Yeah.
Not an actual player. Not a chance at all. Way easier said than done.
Tannehill on third down. And incomplete here on third down.
And it is true. You can draft the fastest. You can draft the most athletic guys. But if they don't know the art of positioning, sometimes it's all for naught. In this case, in the right spot, help force the incompletion.
Yeah, but had his hands on it for a second. Would have been a tough catch, though. Falls incomplete. A critical one here if they're going to have any shot at this thing. So they'll go for it on fourth down. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And it is incomplete. The Dolphins can't convert on 4th down. And the Cardinal defense is going to get the football back. Well, you feel the excitement build on those 4th down plays. Defense has to stay out there, but for the offense, when that thing doesn't work out, such disappointment.
It can absolutely be a deflator, but how about the defensive guys? If they stop you on 4th down, they are absolutely elevated going to their bench.
They're elevated now. Big stop on 4th down. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 45. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. And after the play on the ground, that brings up 2nd down here.
Now let's go. 3-19.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And some space here. And he'll be taken down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A big chunk on the ground there, 27 yards.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the 4th as it was way back in the 1st, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
And he's brought down. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another 1st down.
Well, I'd say that run's pretty emblematic of what we've seen all day long. No matter what they've done on offense, this offensive line has controlled the line of scrimmage, given them time to throw it, run it, do whatever they wanted. That's why there are points up on the board. And right now, the psyche of the offense, we're in control, and we can do whatever we feel like doing out here on the field.
Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and no more. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway.
Now let's go. Blue 90. Blue 90.
Time for a break. Back to finish it off on EA Sports after this. They'll run it now out of the gun. It's a gain of about 3, but it's going to leave them with 3rd and still 7 yards to go.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. What's that, 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive, and like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it. Defense still with 3 timeouts. We'll see if they want to use them here as the kneel down comes. Now the Dolphins are going to halt the action here. It's a timeout. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. And now what the heck is this? A punt formation from the red zone? Averaging over 50 yards a punt so far as this one's away. And he couldn't get it to check up. That kicks all the way into the end zone for a touchback. Out comes the Dolphin offense now as they get set to take over here. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time. But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. Going down the middle, and it's complete. A good pickup there at 22. Now you've got to hustle your guys to the line and get them set.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. The slot receivers do the same thing with their...
And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Buda Baker with a pick. And the return will stop him well inside their own 20 at the 15-yard line. He's at it again, Charles. He had the pick six last week. Not a pick six here, but an interception.
Hey, it's another Oski, because that's the word we use when we intercept the pass. Oski tells your team to rally around and block for you. Well, that worked really well last week because he had made it all the way to the end zone. This week he got the Oski, maybe not a touchdown, but boy, he's playing really well.
And now he stops it with a spike at 8 seconds. The Cardinals on third down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 11. Down to a knee here. The defense still with a couple of timeouts. We'll see if they want to use them. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for the Cards, they finish a perfect month of September as they move to 4-0 on the new campaign. And they'll return home next week to take on the New England Patriots. Meanwhile, for Miami, the defeat is their first of the year as they drop to 3-1. And they'll be back home next week for a date with the New York Jets. So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL right here on EA Sports. And with that, we sign off from Miami.